Alright, so today we're going to look at lesson 8.3, which is writing equations. So kind of to start us off here and review a little bit, we're going to look at some of the terms that would fall under each of these four operations of addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So first, let's look at addition. So one of the terms that would fall under addition be increased by. Another one would be sum, more than, and total. Okay, so whenever you see one of these terms, just understand that you are doing the operation of addition. So now let's look at subtraction. We have less decreased by difference and less than. Okay, so again, if you see some of these terms, that means we are doing the operation of subtraction. Now we have multiplication. Twice, product, and times. Okay, and in these terms, that means we're doing the operation of multiplication. And our last one is division, and we have quotient and into. So make sure you have these written down, and you can refer to them if you're ever not sure, when you're doing your homework problems or example problems or whatever. These are just some different terms they use for each of the four operations. And I mean, there's also many terms that we can use when talking about each of these four operations. As you guys already know, in the classroom we have the posters that are hanging up on the wall, and there's even more than the ones we've got over here. So you guys have lots to use to differentiate between these four different operations. Alright, so let's look at our first problem. We have translate each sentence into an equation. So A says Zach has 6 shirts. This is 4 less than twice the number of shirts N that Xavier has. So right away we know that this here is our total. It says Zach has 6 shirts. We know right away that that's our total. 4 less than twice the number of shirts N that Xavier has tells us that this is a subtraction problem. We have is 4 less than. Okay, so that's what tells us that this is subtraction. So our equation would be, we could start with our total. We have 6 shirts total, and that is equal to 4 less than twice the number of shirts N. So we have 2N because it says twice the number of shirts. And then we have 4 less than that. Subtract 4. And that would be our equation there. Okay, for our second one, we have 8 more than the quotient of a number y, and -3 is 24. So we have our is 24. That tells us that's our total. And then we have 8 more than. So this more than here tells us that we are doing the operation of addition. So our equation here would be, we have 8 plus, remember, it's more than, so that's, our operation is addition. The quotient of a number of y and -3. The quotient of a number of y and -3 would be y divided by -3. We have the word quotient here. That tells us that we're doing the operation of division. So that's why we have y over -3. Then is 24, like we said before, is our total. And that's -24. Jeremy has 13 baseball cards, which is 7 more than 1/5 the number M Michael has. Okay, so this has here at the end. Ooh, I moved it on you guys. This has here at the end means it's our equal. Okay? The more than here means we're doing the operation of addition. So we have, Jeremy has 13 baseball cards, which is 7 more than 1/5 the number M that Michael has. So no, okay, I'm sorry guys, I screwed up here. Not this has, but it says up here, has 13 baseball cards. That represents our total. Not down here where I said before. So forget that I said that earlier. Has 13 baseball cards is our total. So we can start with our total. 13 equals 7 more than 1/5 the number M. 7 more than addition 1/5 the number M. 1/5 M. And that would be our equation there. Alright, so for our next one, we have Deisha saved $D last month. This month, she saved 8 more than 3 times the amount she saved last month. She saved a total of $141. So let's kind of dissect our problem a little bit. What we're going to be doing, we're going to write and solve an equation to represent the situation, let D represent the amount Deisha saved last month, and how much, and then we're going to find how much she saved last month. So let's dissect this a little bit first. We know she saved $D last month. We also know this month she saved 8 more than 3 times the amount she saved all last month. We have more than here. That tells us that we're doing the operation of addition. And we know our total, it says right here, we have a total of 141. So our equation here would look like, we know she saved $D last month. This month, she saved 8 more than 3 times the amount she saved last month. So 3 times more than she saved last month would be 3D plus 8. And we know our total is 141. Okay, so that's our equation to represent our situation. And now we want to solve. Okay, because we Did our first part. We let D represent the amount D should save last month right here in our equation. And now we need to solve. So in order to solve, first things first, we have to combine our like terms. We have D and we have 3D.
Can I have your attention, please, for the following students? Please report to the main office at this time. Asher Burkett.
Plus
Kaylee Cunningham.
8.
Alyssa Russell. Sydney Johnson.
Equals our 141. Okay? Now this is just our two-step equation here that we have to solve. We start inverse operations. We have a plus 8 here. We subtract 8, and whatever we do to that left side, we must also do to the right side. So we subtract 8 from both sides. That leaves us with 4D equals 133. Okay, last step. Divide each side by 4, and that gives us our final answer of D equals $33.25. So now we know that Disha saved $33.25 last month. All right. All right, let's look at our last problem here. Logan collected pledges for the charity walkathon. He will receive total contributions of $65.50 plus $21.75 for every mile that he walks. How many miles will he need to raise $370? Okay, so write solving equations to represent the situation. He received a total of $65.50 plus $21.75 for every mile that he walks. And to represent our miles, we're going to put an M here because he's getting $21.75 for every mile that he walks. And this is going to equal our total of 370. Okay, so that would be our equation. We let M represent the number of miles walked right here. And now how many miles did he walk? So all we have left to do here is to solve. So we'll start by subtracting $65.50 from each side. And that's going to leave us with 21.75 M. And that is equal to 304.50. Last step in solving our equation, divide each side by 21.75. Because our goal, remember, is to get that M by itself. So we divide both sides by 21.75. And that's going to give us our final answer of M equals 14. And that 14 represents the number of miles that Logan will need to walk in order to raise $370.